Today we are at the 2025 Chicago Auto Show, and the first thing you see when you walk in the front door is the Toyota section. It's absolutely loaded with vehicles that have new features, new colorways, and new options entirely. So come with us as we walk through the Toyota section and point out everything that is sticking out to us and some awesome prototype models. Let's dive in. One of the main selling points of the Toyota lineup is the 2025 Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro. And the first thing that you notice when you check it out is a new colorway that has never been seen before. Here we've got the mud bath color, which is completely new to the Toyota lineup. And there are a couple other small changes, but relative nonetheless. One major point about the 2025 Tacoma, that every trim comes with new tow hooks in the front, which is pretty nice. They are colored differently, so you can see those underneath. They're small change that came to the 2025 Tacoma is within the auxiliary switches. They actually upgraded the amps that you receive in the auxiliary switches from 30 amps to 95. So you can get a lot more power out of your light bars and more options in general. As you can see, the new mud bath color on the Tacoma looks absolutely fantastic. I love how it blends in with the piano black on the handles, the fenders, as well as the roof. Really blends in very nicely. And going in on the inside, you can see it's rather unchanged from 2024, but you still have very stylish and rugged looking door panels, as well as the seats are unchanged also. So you've got those shock seats in the back, but you've got your auxiliary switches that we mentioned right here, where you're getting a bit more power. And of course, the infotainment center, also very large, very capable, and overall, it's still a very clean truck that is rather affordable. Now, a big thing that Toyota started offering for this generation of the Tacoma, like I mentioned, is their fancy new seats. So these actually have shocks built into them so that you can feel less bumps when you're off-roading or when you're cruising on the dunes or whatever you may be doing. And these are actually completely adjustable for how sensitive you want them to be or how stiff you want them to be. Overall, it's a pretty impressive innovation, and I can't wait to check them out. Coming around to the rear, the Tacoma looks just as good as it has in prior years, and in my opinion, even better. On the left-hand side of the Tacoma, you do have two very nice looking exhaust tips, and they come out the side. Overall, they look really cool, and they even say TRD on them, stamped right in. Now, something else that is standard across all of the 2025 lineup is a power lift gate. So we still have that, and you even get it on the SR5 now, as well as this R bumper on the 2025 TRD Pro lineup. But it is very easy operation. You've got a button on the side there. It just drops right down, nice and quick for you. And Toyota knew we were coming. So of course, they threw an eggplant in here for us to test. So let's see, is it better than it was before, or is it just as bad? Uh-oh. Wah, wah. That's your finger. Now, another awesome thing that they have on the 2025 Tacoma is the front and rear shocks are actually TRD branded like they have been in the past, but in the front you have an absolutely massive red TRD control arm, and it just looks spectacular sitting out the back there, as well as the red coils. Overall, it just looks great, especially paired with these black wheels with the red TRD center cap. Chef's kiss. Now, another one that we have is the 2025 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro, and this also has that mud bath color to it. Overall, I really like this color. It's growing on me immensely. I would pick one of these colors any day. Now, when it comes to the 2025 Tundra lineup, not a whole lot has changed. Actually, stuff has gone away. That old blue octane color that a lot of people loved, no more. Another thing that's no more is the TRD Sport Package, which is that rear wheel drive version. They got rid of that as well. So all you get now is front wheel drive, which I think is fine. It's a truck after all. But they do have their two other trims, which is the 1794 trim level and the capstone level, and those have massaging front seats now. Also, the SR5 level does have 8-way power seats now as well. Before it was manual, so you do get some comfort upgrades there, but that's really all that's different for the 2025 Tundra. Now, of course, no TRD Pro lineup is complete without the Sequoia. So here we do have the Sequoia, and this one, of course, also has that mud bath colorway to it. But not a whole lot has changed in 2025 for the Sequoia lineup, other than the new cowboy themed 1794 edition, where you get Texas badges all over it, brown leather interior, huge panoramic sunroof, and captain chairs for your second row. So it is an interesting addition to the Sequoia lineup, and I would love to check it out. Unfortunately, they don't actually have it here today, so we'll be unable to look at it today, but it is still a powerful and beautiful Sequoia. I absolutely love the Sequoia, and I can't wait to check out the 1794 trim level. Now, both the Tundra and the Sequoia do have the same powertrain, which is that iForce Max twin turbo V6 hybrid. And also, they feature the full TRD suspension in the front and rear, and they've all got that fancy black, very industrial looking wheels with the TRD red center cap. Overall, I really love these new wheels that they're putting on. They look spectacular. And not only that, I just love how the suspension looks inside of the wheel well. Now, of course, no trip through the Toyota section is complete without looking at some of the concept and prototype cars, and this 4Runner concept Surf model is absolutely no different. It's completely incredible. It's a two-door 4Runner with a removable top in the rear with an exposed roll cage. Also, you got beadlock wheels on it. You've got massive TRD Pro control arms, as well as hydraulic systems for the shock system as well. The interior looks extremely crisp with that blue color to highlight the surf aspect and beach feel of it. You've got some fancy designs on the exterior of it as well. This would be a killer vehicle to take on the beach, especially if you live somewhere tropical like Hawaii or whatever. Absolutely incredible. It would be crazy if this went into production. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Now, another concept vehicle we have for the 2025 Toyota lineup is the Land Cruiser Culti Land Cruiser Rocks, which is the recreation open experience, reimagining the iconic open-top Land Cruisers of the past, but with a modern twist. And this thing is absolutely beautiful on the inside, nothing like any other of the Land Cruisers. You've got a very nice brown and black interior, as well as hooks on the door panels for accessories or, you know, off-road equipment, whatever you need to hook on there. But the interior of the seats have this like weaved pattern on the seats, and it looks spectacular. Unfortunately, we can't get into this one to see how comfortable it is, but it would be really cool if this one hits the manufacturer line too. The wheels are aggressive and rugged. You've got tow hooks on the back bumper. The exposed wheel as well on the rear just looks incredible on that swing out arm, as well as you've got the lined bed in the back for a little bit of storage with some gas cans. This would be wonderful to take off-roading, that's for sure.